Welcome to my channel. My name is London and today I'm going to be going through this little pile of stuff that I got here. So what all of this is I went through my makeup the other day looking for some products that I haven't really used in a while, and I realized everything in that bucket is all in the same kind of category. So I'm going to be doing a project pan for all of these products over the next couple of months, and most of these are all old, hitting pan, getting empty. They're not my favorite stuff anymore, but I still want to use them up, or all of the above. So I'm trying to get to this, and they are all summer related stuff. So they're all like oil control, sweat resistant, waterproof, all of that. So I decided to do a get ready with me while using most of these products, if not all of them, kind of explaining them, my input on them, all of that stuff. So if you're interested in this video, then please keep on watching. So I have two different primers in this project pan. The first thing is the Josie Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm, and the next one is the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops Oil Control. So as you can see, I have put in some work into this one, and as well as this one. I enjoyed both of these, but I have started to put them into the back corner and neglecting them. So I'm gonna put my hair up with Mickey today. I don't ruin my hair. I finally did my hair, guys, and parts of it turned purple, but whatever. So the Cover FX Blot Drops. In my video where I mixed up all of my foundations and primers, I mentioned that I thought this was discontinued. So it isn't available at Sephora or Ulta. I could only find it on the Cover FX website. So it is still available, but this is pretty old, and I do like this product, so I want to try and get the most use out of it until it drives me crazy and I want to throw it away. So for this, it is normally $42, but when I looked on Cover FX website, it was $21. So for a higher end clean brand, I think this is really cool. Also, I looked up and you can wear it alone by itself, under or over makeup, or you can mix it in with your foundation. So as you can probably tell, it's blot drop, so you can blot. I've never used it that way. I've always used it as more like a primer. I tried it out the other day mixed in with my foundation, and it worked kind of like a serum, to where it kind of thinned out my foundation and I didn't really notice the biggest difference. And then with the Josie Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm, this one is $36. It's also a clean skincare brand where they don't have all the mineral oil, all of that stuff. But I'm going to start off with this one because this one is really interesting. When I first heard about it, it really sold me on it. So basically what this is it is a balm. It is really thick, but what I do is I put it on the back of my hand and I kind of warm it up before I put it on my face. But you can use this morning and night. It is very hydrating. It does give you a glow to your skin, but it also preps your skin for makeup. So what they kind of describe this as is like the last step of your skincare to kind of seal everything in, and then prepping for makeup. So if you're a person that likes to do a lot of morning skincare, like I am, I will have a video with my skincare up soon. I know I've had a few people comment about me doing a skincare routine, so that is coming soon. But for this one, I like it because it's very nourishing, but it's not too oily. So like my skin is like right dead center, to where it's normal, but I do get dry patches and I do get oily depending on what is going on. But like, look at this glow that it gives my skin, and also kind of blurs your pores out, makes your skin feel super soft. So I'm not going to be using this one today because my skin is a little bit more dry, but I still wanted to mention it. So the next thing that I'm going to be using is my MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to use this because I feel like I'm going to get a couple uses out of it, and then I'm going to like cut the cord on this because, as you can see, it is pretty much totally empty and the sides are pretty dry. But basically, if you have not ever seen this, which is probably a shocker to me, this is a waterproof cream eyeshadow base, or just a regular eyeshadow. And so I got it in the shade Soft Ochre, which is a bit dark for me right now. But I'm gonna try and scrape out a little bit of this, but it's so dry. It's literally like not creamy anymore whatsoever. And then it gives me texture on my eyes, but I've been liking using my Fenty Beauty matchstick with a regular clear eyeshadow primer on my eyes instead of using this. So once I kind of went through the bulk of this, I kind of just forgot about it and just set it in the corner. But this stuff is expensive. It's $22 for an eyeshadow primer, pretty much. I know some people use this as a concealer. That's crazy. I don't think I could ever use this as a concealer. I mean, I have for like really intense stuff, but nothing like under my eyes. But I'm gonna try and get the most use out of this that I can. But in the times that I did use this, I've probably repurchased about 4 of these, but I need to start using some other stuff before I rebuy another one of these, because I've tried this out so many times and I love it, but like I was saying, I want to try out more stuff, and so I want to get through this before I rebuy another one. That's looking decent today. Sometimes it gives me so much texture because it's so dry, and it also like if you don't wipe your brush off after you use it, I find it really difficult to get this off of a brush once it dries. So now that my primer has kind of soaked in and we got this going, I'm going to be taking the bareminerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. And again, if you watched my primer and foundation video, you would have saw this is really broken and I can't get it out of here, but I do like this foundation. So what I've been doing is kind of just taking it out onto the back of my hand, and I keep using way too much, but I want to get through this because it is a little bit of a deeper shade for me right now. I couldn't find it on Sephora's website for some reason. I could only really find it on bareminerals website, which I'll try and link everything down below if you're interested in this, because even though these are older products to me, they're all really good for the summer, which is coming up. So I wanted to kind of focus more on this, but this foundation is $34, full coverage, long wear. It has a natural matte finish. I would not call this full coverage. And it has SPF 20 in it, which is also really good for summer. But the best part about this with the SPF is that it doesn't ball up and get weird on your face. But this is a really good, lightweight, everyday, easy foundation to wear. For once, I didn't get too much. I need a little bit more. Oh gosh, now it's gonna get spilt all over the freaking side. But I'm gonna try and use this to wear the same thing with the other products. Like if it gets way too much work for me to keep it, I'm just gonna get rid of it. But at least I can say that I tried to use it up, because like a lot of the stuff I really do use. I just like having variety, which sounds really crazy. Like I remember when I was first playing with makeup, like I really did not want to use a couple of products. Like I wanted to use all of the products. So this foundation is still a little bit yellow for me, so I'm just gonna bring this down my neck a little bit. But I really like this foundation. You got SPF for the summer. It's lightweight. It doesn't look like a lot on your face. It still has like a glow to it, but it controls oils at the same time. Whoop. There we go. So I have two concealers that I want to go through, and with this one, I tried to use it the other day, and I found that this like little sponge thing, I'm trying to get my tweezers out of this little bag. When you push it out, since I haven't used it in a while, you can really see. So when you push out the product from here, there's so much old product on here that it looked really cakey and gross under my eyes. So I'm probably just gonna take this off, throw it away, not deal with it anymore. But this is the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Concealer. It's $32. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding it. I found it on the Sephora website, but it only had like 3 shades still in stock. So I don't know if they're like discontinuing it or if it's still available on Laura Mercier's website. But if I do find it, then I will put it in my description box. But I really do like this concealer because it's lightweight. They had this whole line with like the Candle Glow foundation and concealers, and I love the Candle Glow powder. I absolutely love that stuff. If that discontinued, I would be so sad. But I like it because I have a darker shade that's more yellow because I have more blue under my eyes, and it is kind of dark for me, so that's why I am using it for the summer. But it's really lightweight. It has this sheer but still natural coverage, which I like in the summer because I don't want like full coverage under eyes. But if I do, then I have the diorskin Star Concealer, and this is in just like a little sample size. I did have another shade of this, I believe in shade number 1, but shade number 2 was a bit dark for me at the time, and so now that summer is coming back around, I want to try and use this, and I might just put it around my nose where I still have a little bit more redness and on this little pimple. But this is a really good concealer because it is waterproof and it's a lot more fuller coverage than the Laura Mercier one. So it can get rid of all of this redness that I got over here. So like definitely if you're going to like Six Flags or something, you got a waterproof concealer that you can use. The next thing that I'm trying to use up is my Kat Von D setting powder. Now, as you can see, I have gone pretty ham into this setting powder, and that setting powder I've had for about 2 years, a year and a half, and it's $31. I'm gonna use it with my beauty blender. It's $31. It's a pretty good setting powder, though I don't find it a good setting powder for baking if you're any darker than I am, because it definitely has a white cast to it. So unless you're planning on using it really lightly, I would not really suggest baking with it unless you're looking for baking for giving you a brightening effect. But I like this setting powder a little bit more than my Laura Mercier powder because it still mattifies and sets everything in place, but it's not to the point where it's like super matte. It has like a satin finish to it, so it's really easy to use this every day. It's very fine. It's almost like powdered sugar. Like it's super fine. As opposed to like the Laura Mercier powder, I find it to be a little bit thicker and heavier, but that's good if you're looking for something to really help with oil control and blurring. But this one's just like a good everyday setting powder. It's getting to the point where I like it, but it's not my favorite anymore. And then while we're at it, I'm gonna do my base stuff. So, oh, and also with the setting powder, I have 2 of the Fenty Beauty setting powders. I might be getting the Jeffree Star setting powder So like, I got setting powder for days. I don't need to be looking at that one, you know what I mean? So we all know what this is. This is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I've showed this a few times in my older videos. I'm still trying to get through this, and it's making me angry that I can't get through this. Where's my brush? I feel like I've had this for so long and I can never finish it. It's making me so angry. Like, I don't really like the color of this anymore. I just, like, it makes me so angry that I haven't finished it, that I just don't care about it anymore. Meh. I feel like everyone and their mom has, like, pretty much tried this now. Like, I'm not that impressed by it. I mean, it's a good bronzer, especially for someone that's like my skin tone or maybe a little bit darker, that just wants like an easy, everyday, like sun-kissed kind of bronze. But to me, I'm just like over it. I have better and newer bronzers that I want to use. This one, it's like not wanting to get rid of anything for me. So I'm probably going to be doing the same thing where, like, what my idea is to have everything in this like little bin, and whenever I don't really want to have a lot of thought into what I'm doing, like if I'm not filming a video or if I'm not like trying out a new foundation or just something like that, these are all products that I know work for me on an everyday basis that I can just kind of grab and go and try and use these up. So that's my intention with all of these, and I encourage everyone else to do the same, because even in the last day, like I pulled all these out and I was like, I remember I used to love some of this stuff like crazy. I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck because I'm still kind of pale. But today I'm going to be doing just a little errand, so I don't really have that many things that I want to try out, and I don't have anywhere special that I want to go to. So it's hot outside. I got my waterproof stuff on. And then for my blush, you guys know I don't really wear a lot of blush, but I have the Benefit Coralista blush. Oh, and also both of these Benefit products are $30. And I had some trouble finding this one too. I know it's not available on Sephora's website. I can't remember if it was on Ulta's website or not, but the only place that I found the Coralista the blush was in some like palettes that they have with the Hoola. But I like this one because it doesn't really give me color. Like, I feel like it's good for someone that's like really pale. I'm not pale, but like I like that it gives me a little bit more of a glow. It helps to blend in my bronzer a little bit. It's nothing like I literally put it all over my nose, and it's not gonna make my nose like peachy or anything. Really quick, another kind of eyeshadow primer product that I'm trying to use up. Well, you get a ton of product. I've used this a few times, and I was not expecting to have that much stuff in it. So probably when I'm done with my MAC primer, I'll probably just use this one. It's a little bit darker. It's the Mercier Caviar stick, and it's kind of this like mauve-y color, but I've been liking it on my actual eyelids. So this is a $29 long wear crease resistant just cream shadow, and they have this in so many different colors. They have it in like a really light color, mauve-y color, shimmer shade. They have it in a black, a gray, so many different colors. So I like this on my lid because I like that little bit of purple color. Oh, and I might put it a little bit under my eyes too. I tried that out the other day and I really liked how my eyeshadow turned out under my eyes, so I'm gonna do the same. And ColourPop E1, what I use to kind of blend this out. I'm gonna put a little bit of a hold on the rest of the product, and since we are doing more summer related makeup, I am gonna be digging into the Anastasia Beverly palette. So I'm gonna be first taking the brush out the palette so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna take Estate, the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna go through my crease with that, kind of just warming everything up. So with the same brush, I'm gonna take Monte Carlo, the kind of like muted pink, and put that in my outer corner here, and it should stick pretty well. I'm not gonna do anything super crazy like that Phoenix stuff. That was a lot of work. All right, so now I want to focus that Monte Carlo shade a little bit more on my outer corner. So I'm just getting a little bit of a denser brush and just focusing it on the outer half of my eyelids. And then now I'm gonna take Palmero, a shimmering pink shade in my palette. And we're just gonna pick that up and put it on the inner part of my eye. All right, so now that I got that down, I'm going to take the shade Canes, the purple in the palette, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on the tip of this brush and kind of run it and smoke it on my lash line here, not focusing on getting it too crazy. And then with the shade Mediterranean, I'm gonna put this in the middle of my eyelids, right in between the shimmer and the matte, really messily. And then before we go into the liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna take the shade Cabana, the kind of yellowy mustard shade, and I'm gonna put that underneath my lash line. So now I'm gonna show you guys the next product that I'm trying to use up. So this is the Makeup Forever Starlit Glitter eyeshadow, and it's $24. I got this a while ago and I used to use it with like everything, but I haven't been using it as much as I should. I don't know if you guys are even gonna see, but it's this really pretty like rainbow. Oh, you'll see it on my eyes better than you'll see it in the bottle. I'm gonna basically put a little bit of this over top where I put that blue shade. So just picking up a teeny bit and just pack it and blend it, because a little bit of this goes such a long way. But I love the look of this over top of so many different eyeshadows, because since it's like a lighter white with just rainbow flecks in it, it picks up over top of so many really pretty shades. And then with that same brush I took Canes with, before this completely dried, I'm gonna take the shade Seashells. Someone helped me out on how to pronounce that in my other video, and I'm just gonna put this at the bottom of where that kind of liquid eyeshadow is, just like that. And then taking it again, this time I'm going to wet it, and I'm gonna put it underneath my lash line, and then taking that brush and just blending over that, making it look really messy, not so precise. Now I'm going to take Inheritance, the yellow shade in this palette, and I'm just gonna highlight my inner corner with this. This is like the best yellow shimmer shade I've ever tried. So that is it for the Riviera palette. I'm gonna zoom you guys back out here, and the next product that I have on my project pan list is the Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in the shade Blonde. So this is a waterproof all-in-one eyebrow product, and you can tell I have used a bit of this, but I don't know if I've ever told you guys. I'm gonna start on my eyebrows, but I actually started doing my eyebrows with this, and I just recently learned how to do my eyebrows with just like a regular eyebrow pencil. So I had that I probably repurchased about 5 of those, but I remember I just loved using this. Like, my eyebrows were there all day long. I liked the way it looked. I didn't think it looked crazy, even though like everyone used a pencil and powder and I used a freaking pomade on my eyebrows. But we can't go back and change things now, can we? But I like this. I have tried it as a shadow base, but I really want to focus on using like eyebrow pencils, eyebrow gel a little bit more than just using this product, because I really did use it as like a one and done product. Like with this one, I literally just would do this and it was so waterproof. It held my eyebrow hairs down. I didn't have any issues with like my eyebrows moving or coming off. So like I never really experimented with anything else. And now that I am experimenting with other things, I want to get through this pot and use it up so that I can enjoy using my other products. But like I said, it goes along with the summer theme because it's so waterproof. With using a bunch of eyebrow pencils, I feel like I really fell out of love with this because I can't get it to look like how I used to like this to look. The very last product is the Dior Show Lash Primer Maximizer 3D, and this is a little sample size and it doesn't actually screw off. It does that, so all of the product is basically only at the end there. So this is almost done, to my knowledge. So what I do with this is I take it and I run it over the ends of my eyelashes, and then I go through and brush it throughout my eyelashes to kind of evenly coat everything. And this really works. This stuff, I do really like it. So like if you want some like thick, long lashes, I do notice a pretty big difference to when I use this and when I don't use this. But I recently got the Marc Jacobs eyelash primer, so I don't want to open this yet until I finish this. So this is the whole reason why I'm trying to really go through this so that I can open this. And my mascara of choice today is going to be the NARS Climax mascara, because this one is drying out way faster than I've ever expected it to. I don't know why, but like, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't even remember what video it was. It was maybe like a new product try on video. When I first tried this out, it was super liquidy, so I kept trying it out and like opening it up, and for some reason it got to like the perfect consistency to where I like it. It wasn't too runny, it wasn't too dry, it was just easy to use. And recently I started using it and it just started getting a little bit drier to where it's a little bit hard to get it onto my lashes. So I started using the eyelash primer to kind of help with the volume, and this brush helps a lot with like separation to get the like fluffy eyelashes. Whoop, whoop. All right, last 2 steps. I need to do highlighter and figure out a lip color for this makeup. I think I'm gonna take 2 highlighting products that I haven't used in a while on my channel. So this is the Inglot HD Illuminizing Loose Powder, and this is the Anastasia Glow Sugar Kit. So I'm going to take the Inglot powder first. This is not in my project pan, but I freaking love this powder. Bailey Sarian showed me this one time, and I instantly went, I think it was on Macy's, but I went up to Macy's and I was like, I need this. I bought it with her code. Get her that moolah for showing me this. But I'm just gonna take this Morphe brush. I don't really know what it is, but this just leaves the prettiest natural glow to your skin that it's so amazing. Do you see this? A little bit of this goes such a long way. And it's such a loose powder. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, my life. Oh, I freaking love this stuff. I used it for the longest time the way that Bailey Sarian used it, to where she baked where she normally would highlight with this powder, and like when she would wipe it off, it was just like this. Maybe I'll just add a teensy bit of butterscotch in the Anastasia Sugar palette, like a little bit more bronze right in between like the highlighter and the bronzer. And then this is also not in my project pan, but I'm probably gonna end up having to buy like 5 of these, but it's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. This stuff, I use this literally every day. Like, you probably can't tell, but I didn't even buy it that long ago. Oh my gosh, it's so fine. It's like walking through fog. It's just, oh my gosh. I wish every setting powder was like this, because this literally ruined setting spray for me. Ruined it. It's hydrating and glowing radiance. It smells good. It feels good. I want 5 of them. All right. Oh, I got a little bit in my hair. All right, let's take this off. All right, it didn't ruin my hair. Oh, my little flip is kind of leaving me. And lips. I almost ended this without doing my lip. All right. I haven't used this a lot, so I'm going to use this today because it's pink, sparkly, but it's a Huda Beauty lip strobe in the shade Snobby. I got it out of that little kit for holiday. I like that. Today is a lip gloss day. All right, so that is just about everything in my little project pan. I'm keeping this over here because, like I said, I'm mainly going to be using this on days like this where I kind of just want to focus on highlighter in my eyes and not really think a lot about my face or anything like that. So it's easier for me to just grab it and go kind of stuff and not really have to go through my drawers or stuff all over the place, to where I'm like, oh, do I want to use this foundation today? Do I want to use these today? Like, I don't know. It's just, I like having this a little bit more organized to where I can finish it and I don't have to really dig out for it and be like, oh yeah, I haven't used my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in like a couple weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like these types of videos. Again, I'll have everything linked in my description down below, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.